little tulip waterer thing. But watch it open up. And if I just leave it for like half an hour or so, then the gutter planters, which don't have a lot in it other than some petunias and some lettuce, and the raised bed, this one's half empty except for the Japanese eggplant, but it waters everything nicely, even the pots that are right next door here, and the what are these called again? Garden phlox. I always forget their name. But the romaine is coming in nicely. I really didn't have anything to put in this bed, and I had all these extra petunias from the planter, so I put some petunias there, but I might move them out now that I got some more seeds of stuff. Let's do a quick little garden tour since I haven't even done one this year. I lost Penny back in February, so I've been kind of not so happy about doing anything, so I'll try not to get soaked while I do this. But let's walk around here. And I'll just zoom. But there are collard greens and some, it's called stir-fry broccoli. It looked kind of interesting. Instead of growing like a head, it grows it in kind of like stalks. So it looked really kind of neat. I think it's called broccolinias, actually. And then behind there are some really small tomato plants that are not supposed to get very big. And they grow these like little chains of cherry tomatoes, which looked really neat. And my trellis that needs to be straightened out, it's kind of crooked. And I'm having trouble getting my beans going this year, beans and peas, because the little squirrels keep eating them. But finally some are sprouting. But I think I'm going to sprout them indoors because they like the dried peas, you know, the ones if you plant them from seed. So I'm far better off either buying the starts or I'm buying the seeds and growing them indoors first. So I think I'll do that now that I got some little peat things to grow them in. That's my amazing raspberry bush that has, this was like $2. I think I bought it from some neighbor that gardens a couple of years ago, and it was kind of like nothing, but it didn't just fill in the bed there, but it spread to behind this bench. There's like 2 plants coming up. Then back here we've got some plum tomatoes and a very wet dog because he was just getting some water. But here's a plum tomato. We got one that's just about ripe. Oh, getting wet, getting wet. These are some carrots. This is a mystery squash. I think it's pumpkin. I put a rotten pumpkin in there like last Christmas time, I think it was, for my garden. And Cappy, don't. He's like, that's my drinking fountain. What are we doing? And so every once in a while, it's so funny when I plant things and use my compost that these squash plants were even coming out of my hanging petunia baskets, which I thought was pretty funny. And then I gave my neighbor some compost and something started growing in his tomato plants and he's just letting it grow as well. So pretty funny. But anyway, so, oh, I'm getting all wet here. So I think that's pretty much, I think that's either sugar pie pumpkins or jack-o'-lantern pumpkins, maybe bigger ones. So we'll see, but it's grown real nice. Over here we have some lovely Thai basil. If you've never had Thai basil, it's so much better than regular basil. Plus the plant is just so pretty. Look at all the purple to it. And these leaves, as they mature, they get all purpley. They have like the stalks themselves are purple, which I think is really neat looking. So good. This is a this is a new one I tried this year called Pink Berkeley Tie-Dye. It's an heirloom tomato and it's really cool. It's going to have like a striped pink and red to it. And let's see, that's a catnip plant I got for the pussycats. Yeah, my lawn needs mowing bad. There's my blueberry plants. Kind of lame. They're not that great. I planted these guys way too close together, which is kind of funny because I've got an empty bed down at the end now since the strawberries down there died. So I'm thinking of moving, I was thinking of moving this guy, but I don't want to possibly damage it. But I might try to, if I can dig it up root ball and all and move it down there, then it could spread around the corner. Because otherwise I'm going to end up with just a mess of vines here and they don't really have a whole lot of places to go. I guess they'll go past my pool there. I don't know. But yeah, so this is zucchini and this is jack-o'-lantern pumpkins. And it's crazy with the sun we've had lately. I thought they wouldn't like the sun, but it's been the opposite. They have been really happy and growing like mad. And I put a bunch of my compost that I make myself, which if you want to see about making a cheap compost bin, just search compost bins and you'll find my how to make one for $20 with a garbage can. But they really liked my compost. This was pretty much kind of dead, dried out dirt, you know. I don't know if dirt can die, but you know what I mean. It was just real poor quality dirt, very sandy. And so I put in some soil, and then I put in a bunch of my compost and made mounds. You make like little hills for the pumpkins because they don't root very deep. So you just need a little mound for them. And that's why you can grow in buckets as well. And then to help preserve the moisture when you water them, I've got mulch on top around them as well. And that kind of helps weeds from poking up as well. This is beautiful. Not a vegetable, but I'll show you anyway. It's called Vista Bubble Gum, and I just love these flowers. I think they're my favorite petunias this year. They're so pretty, and I love these wave petunias, the ones that just kind of spread out of the basket like that. Like you can tell the difference. See these ones over here? These aren't wave petunias, so they don't really spread as much, but these guys they look so cute. And then I bought, I believe that's Bacopa? I can't remember. I don't remember. Anyway. Uh-oh, the bees are eating the hummingbird food. This is my strawberry patch. It's kind of waiting for the next batch of berries to come in. This is my crazy overgrown hens and chicks. I just bought 2 more of these pots. This is kind of sinful. Look at how bad this is overgrown. And then look at all the little aliens. Like, is this going to flower or what? I don't even know. It's so weird. But yeah. I always try to provide tips, and yeah, this is not something that I would recommend letting your plants get to this point. Over here we've got more petunias on the fence, and the swimming pool with bacon and eggs and my unicorn, and a damn hole in the thing that I have searched like 5 different ways and still can't find. I have to fill it up like every other day. Look at the grass. Yes, I need to cut it. It's been really freaking hot. And then, let's see, out front, I've got yellow squash. I've got some more tomatoes, more catnip. Oh, this is kind of cool. I bought this year. This is a citronella plant, and it keeps mosquitoes away. Because all of a sudden this summer, we don't usually get a lot of mosquitoes here in the Seattle area, but this year's been really bad. You come out here, I love to swim at nighttime when it's not so hot, and the water's still warm, and the stars above and everything, but I was floating on my little unicorn over there, and boy, mosquitoes are just chowing on me. So I bought this plant, and it really seems to keep them away. But, oh, it smells so good, too. Great smell. And there's my bird feeders all up in the tree. This tree is kind of a success story here. This is a honey locust tree, and a couple of years ago, in fact on my birthday 3 years ago, we had a horrible windstorm in August, which was really bizarre, right on my birthday, August 29th, and it took out the whole tree. One whole side of it just broke off, and the tree was like horribly lopsided. But, and the landlord was going to cut it down, and I was like, no, please, it's my tree to put all my bird feeders on and stuff. Here, I'm going to walk back here. But, so we just cut away the thing and repaired the fence that was broken. And look at that tree. Nature just fixed itself. It's all perfectly even and full and beautiful. And earlier this year, I should have done a video, but it was just covered in blossoms, and it smells like kind of a mix of honey and jasmine. Just beautiful. But they don't last very long. They only last a couple weeks. Once it gets a little too warm for them, they're like, bye-bye, see ya. And there's Cappy. But there's my mini garden tour. I will update when I have a lot more things growing. Oh, I forgot to show my lettuce. We've got some good lettuce growing there. But I just got this seed packet thing of like 50 types of seeds. So I'm going to fill that raised bed there, and maybe some more to fill in the gap there in the gutter and there. So get some more stuff going. Cappy's like, I want my fountain, Mommy. Okay, I'm gonna stop watering the garden and let you have your fountain.